On the night of August 8, 1969, members of Charles Manson's commune entered a house on Cielo Drive in Los Angeles and murdered 5 people, including the pregnant actress Sharon Tate. Manson himself was not present, but he had ordered the brutal killings. The horrifying events that unfolded over 2 nights would forever shatter the idyllic image of California's counterculture. It marked a terrifying rupture in the fabric of American society, an abrupt end to the optimistic idealism of the 1960s. Charles Manson, a charismatic ex-convict, had gathered around him a group of young, impressionable followers, many disillusioned with mainstream society. They formed a communal living arrangement, first in the Topanga Canyon area, then at Spahn Ranch in the Santa Susana Mountains. Manson exerted an almost hypnotic control over his family, propagating a bizarre philosophy blending environmentalism, spiritualism, and apocalyptic visions. The late 1960s in California had been a crucible of experimentation, freedom, and a burgeoning counterculture movement. Ideas of peace and love permeated the air, particularly in Los Angeles. Yet, beneath this veneer of utopian dreaming, a darker undercurrent existed, exploited by figures like Manson. His family lived on the fringes, their isolated existence and drug use deepening their detachment from reality. The first gruesome scene began late on August 8 at 10,050 Cielo Drive, the home of Sharon Tate and her husband, director Roman Polanski. 4 family members, led by Tex Watson, brutally murdered Tate, Jay Sebring, Abigail Folger, Wojciech Frykowski, and Stephen Parent. Investigators arriving at the secluded Beverly Hills estate found a scene of unimaginable horror. The police photographs documented the senseless savagery left behind. The following night, Manson ordered another group of his followers to kill again, seeking to escalate the chaos. This time, they targeted Leno and Rosemary LaBianca, a wealthy couple in Los Feliz, Los Angeles. Their deaths were even more frenzied and ritualistic, with messages scrawled in blood on the walls and refrigerator. These acts of terror seemed utterly random and disconnected to bewildered authorities. For weeks, law enforcement struggled to connect the 2 seemingly disparate crime scenes and identify any suspects. The lack of an apparent motive, combined with the extreme violence, baffled investigators. It was only through a series of unrelated arrests and the eventual testimony of family members that the pieces began to fall into place. The face of Charles Manson would soon be splashed across newspaper headlines. What investigators initially grappled with was motive, as there was no clear connection between the victims and their attackers, no apparent robbery. The hidden layer emerged with Charles Manson's chilling ideology, Helter Skelter. He believed the Beatles' White Album contained coded messages predicting an apocalyptic race war, which he intended to ignite and then emerge to rule. His plan was to make the murders appear racially motivated, thus accelerating the coming conflict. Prosecutor Vincent Bugliosi faced the daunting challenge of proving Manson's culpability, given he was not present at the murder scenes. Bugliosi meticulously constructed a case demonstrating Manson's absolute control over his followers, arguing he was the puppet master pulling the strings. The shocking trial, with its bizarre testimony and the spectacle of the Manson girls' loyalty, captivated and horrified the nation. The Manson family murders cast a long, dark shadow over the American dream, particularly the optimistic ideals of the 1960s counterculture. They shattered the illusion of a world built on peace and love, revealing a capacity for extreme darkness lurking beneath the surface. The crimes exposed the dangerous vulnerabilities of young people searching for belonging and purpose, and the manipulative power of cult leaders. Even decades later, the name Charles Manson continues to evoke a profound sense of dread and unease. His image and the crimes he orchestrated have become a permanent fixture in the collective consciousness, a grim reminder of a time when innocence was lost. The questions linger. How could such evil take root, and what echoes of that darkness still resonate within us?